My name is Endevar, and this is All Mods 10 to the Sky. And yes, it has been a little while between episodes, and yeah, I don't really have an excuse for that. I've just been doing a few other things, but I'm very excited to get some more work done in this pack because there has been a couple of updates since the last one, and we've got a few things that I can be doing. So one of the things I really want to get done is get into Mechanism, which I have been doing in another series. I do have a series where I'm just playing Mechanism on its own, so I've been doing a lot of things the hard way in that series, and the great thing about All Mods 10 to the Sky is that there are lots of mods that will make things much easier. So we definitely want to do that, and to get ready for getting into the reactors, I have just done something. If we just have a look over here, so where we have all our geos in here, I've taken out 3 of the budding Certus quartz, because if we have a look at the Certus, yeah, nearly 5 million now, and they just keep going up. Even with the 3 that I've taken out, I've still got loads coming in. So what I've done is put down the uranium instead. I had 3 of those, so I put those down instead of the Certus. And yeah, we're going to need loads of that for making the fissile fuel that we're going to need for the reactor. So that's one of the things I'm going to do. One of the other main things we need for the fissile fuel is sulfur. And we are sieving for this at the moment, but it's not coming in that quickly. But there is another way we can get this, and that is by putting gunpowder into, where is it, the chemical injection chamber with hydrogen chloride, and that'll turn it into sulfur. Hydrogen chloride, not too much problem. We can use salt, but the easiest way is probably using brine and, what was the other one? Hydrogen. So hydrogen, easy enough in an electrolytic separator, and then the brine we just need to get from the thermal evaporation plant. So it's a bit heavy on Mechanism, that, so we will get that done at some point, but we just got the uranium going for now, and in an upcoming episode fairly soon we'll get that done. And the other thing I've just noticed, I can't believe I hadn't noticed this before, we can actually get these things, the aluminum alloy tools we can actually get, and I don't know when this was added, because I've just been looking at the ingots, and I know you can't do these, but for the tools you can do them with Draconic Evolution, and that's something I'm going to need to do anyway to get to the star. So this is a fairly cheap recipe. Since we have all these things anyway, we can actually do this. But speaking of the unobtainium, something that has been added in one of the very recent updates is that there is now a geo for this. So if you just have a look, where is it? Yeah, so we're using bees at the minute to get this, but there is also a budding unobtainium geo. And all you need to do is take 9 blocks of unobtainium and pour them over a 5x sand block, and you get the budding unobtainium, and it's the same recipe for the vibranium and the allumodium as well. I probably won't do the allumodium because I'm sieving for that, but I think I am going to do these. So we'll get to that today, but the thing I really want to do is get these upgraded. So at the minute we're still using the normal A2 crafters, and the same for the patterns and the molecular assemblers as well. So what I want to do today is get into the quantum computer over there. But firstly, we're going to do the assembler matrix to replace all this here. Now I want to get this one done quickly because we do have quite a few patterns in these, and that means I'm going to need to take them all out and put them into the new thing. So let's get those crafted up first, and I believe I've already done the patterns for them. So let's just double check that. Where are they? Should be in here somewhere. Yeah, so we've got the assembler matrix wall there. I don't think I've done it for these, alright, but we don't need many of them, so that's not an issue. We can look at the quest for this one here. So we have quests now for the assembler matrix and the quantum computer. So let's just have a work through this. I'm going to go on this branch first and get all this done. So I believe I've done a lot of this anyway, so it's probably just picking stuff up. Yeah, I've definitely done these. Right, so let's get a fluix block. So I'll have that. Yeah, done the infinite cells. Matter condenser. Alright, there's a cell for that. That's good. Right, I haven't done that yet, but that's not needed for what I'm doing today, so we'll maybe skip that one. Intro seed. I've done these. I've got all this automated actually. So let's just have a look at this. So intro seed, we'll have that. I've definitely got the crystals for one of those. And then does it just want me to do this so I can see it happening? So let's take you and you. Yeah. So I just need to do that, and it's done that quest. Nice. So complex craft, yeah, crystal assembler, I've definitely done these, but should we just do another one anyway? So let's have that. Right, so yeah, I've already done that as well. So anyway, now we can get on with this. So it wants me to craft 43 and 125, and then I'll get these as rewards, so 68. And then do I turn these into the other ones? Oh yeah, so these are for the edges. So I'm not sure if that's the biggest one, but then we also need to do the pattern cores, and these are in the crystal assembler, right? Okay, so how many was it? 43 of those and 125 of those. That shouldn't be a problem at all, should it? Extended machine frame. And it's 1-to-1, so I need to do 43 of these. Hopefully I've got enough in there. There we go, that's 43 of those. And then 125 of these, wasn't it? So no iron bars. Oh, what's that? I haven't got blocks of quartz. Okay, and now... Oh, my quartz disappeared because it's compressing. Right, okay. And that should be somewhere near. That's 124, isn't it? So one more. There we go. Right. Oh, nice. But I've done those. What are you talking about? Oh, no, I haven't. Right, okay. So let's get all those. And that's that quest done. And now we need to do the matrix cores. So this, yeah, this is right. So this is going to do the max size one. So we need 60 of each of these and just 5 of these. So yeah, with the rewards and the ones we've crafted, that'll give us 60. So that's right. Okay, so I'll probably need a pattern for these, but I only need 5 of these ones. So yeah, I'm gonna do patterns for these because it's just gonna make it much easier. So let's add that, the assembly matrix core, and finally a pattern core. Right, so we've put these in the crystal assembler like that, and now we should be able to request these. So we'll do these one first. Get 5 of those. Oh, can't do that. Right, okay. So we'll do these. Right, I know I've got loads of red dye because I've got beetroot growing automatically. Matter ball, I think I should have loads of those. So let's do that. And I probably should do a pattern for those as well, but let's get that. So 5 of those. I'll need that, right. Yeah, I'm going to do a pattern just so it knows how to do it. And same for the red paintball as well. And you can go in there. I'm trying not to do too many patterns because I'm going to have to replace them. So let's... You go in there. Right, try again. Should be alright now. Yeah, there we go. Right, so I'll get 5 of those going. Nice, take those. And it's going to be the same for this. I think I need the blue lumen for that. So, oh, there's 35 of these, wasn't it? Yeah, so let's just do the patterns for those as well. Do both of these. And I think it's this, need purple for this one. Yeah. Let's have that and that. Stick you in there. And now we should be able to do these. So let's have 35 of these. Oh, you're joking. But you know how to craft those. What's wrong? Oh, I've done... That's light blue, isn't it? You go in here. And I want blue lumen. That one. Try that again. 35. And, oh, I still don't like it. What is your problem? Blue paintball. I ain't done that on the other one as well, right? Blue lumen paint. Oh, I've done the... Right, okay. I've done 2 of the same one. I'm so good at this game. Right. You. There we go. Right, let's check the purple ones are alright as well. So yeah, got one of each of those. You go there. So I've got blue, blue lumen, purple, and purple lumen. Try again. There's 5. Yes. Let's do that. And while I do now, I can get these queued up as well, can't we? So let's do that. New. Oh, I got enough matter balls now. Or purple dye. That's not great, is it? Okay. Right, so we'll have those. Get a load of this. See, I told you I should have done another dye colour last time, but I did white, didn't I? Because I'm so smart. Right, let's get a couple of stacks of purple. We'll go in there. And the matter balls, I need to do those as well, dye. Where did I put these? I think they're still up here, are they? What's in there? I don't singularities. Yeah, they've got matter balls. Let's have a few of those. And now we can carry on doing singularity. Right, so with those, we now should be able to do the assembly matrix. That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah, purple, that's the one. So let's get 35 of those. Right, those coming in. So now, in theory, I should just be able to rip out all this stuff over here. So now, as well, this is completely overkill. So we have a P2P tunnel over here, providing all the channels that we need for this. But once we get this thing replaced with this, we're only actually going to need 1 channel over here. So definitely efficient on the channels, but as I say, we've already got enough for it anyway. So let's get those back out. And I think now that's everything, isn't it? So let's try and get this set up. So we'll take those rewards, and actually that's now everything we need. So let's try and do this. So I'm going to need, should we have some external storage like I did when I swapped it out before? So let's just get a, no, we're only going to need a big one, aren't we? So let's get that. And when I break all this, all the patterns are just going to spill out everywhere. So let's just put some stuff away that we don't need. I don't need building gadgets either. You go away, and I think I'll do it. I don't know if I've got enough of everything now. Let's just, may need some more of these, but let's just give it a go. Right, so let's break all this. Save man it. Oh, there we go. Stick everything in here. Don't even know if this is going to be big enough, actually. Actually, yes. Alright, I need that. Oh, my acceleration cards. I don't know if it needs acceleration cards. Oh god, there's loads. Let's get... Oh no, I can't do a barrel now, can I? Alright, so let's get another diamond barrel. Right, magnet, that's what I want. Okay, so let's stick all that in there. That's still not enough, but I have picked it all up. I think... Oh, there we go. Stick you in there. Right, okay. Right, at least there's nothing hanging around on the floor now. So, we can get this built. So, let's take out this thing here. Probably use this for this. Okay. Now, so we need to put down a 5x5 of the assembly matrix walls. Let's make sure that's in the middle. And then around the edge, we're going to put the assembly matrix frame. So that'll make it a 7x7. You see, when it's in my hand, it's blue, and it's grey when it's on the floor, and that's because it's not on. So once we have this powered and it's all set up properly, it will turn blue. So I just put all this around here. And then we're going to do this as a 7x7 cube. So I should have left enough room here to put another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that's 7x7. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. So we're just going to build this into a cube. We'll put all these in first just to make it easier. And then we can fill it all in. Like that. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So that was the exact number we needed. So with these, we can put these on the walls as well, and these need to go on each face. I think there's like a glass version you can use as well, but there's nothing really interesting inside to look at, so might as well just stick this down like this. I might as well do the ceiling as well, because we're not getting out that way. I normally go out the top, but because I've got that glass up there, I'll just stick this down. Right, so I definitely don't have enough of those, do I? So let's stick those in there, and then we'll just get everything else in first. So with these, we just basically need to stick them in here, and it doesn't matter what order you do everything in, so I just like to do these ones in the middle. And then we can just do a pattern on each side. So I say a pattern, it's just going to basically put them on one side. So we'll put the purple ones on here, and another 2 there. So you've got 12 on each layer. We've got 5 layers, that's 60. So we'll do that with the other ones on this side, and then basically just send them up. Now, do I have a wand? Because that'd be handy, wouldn't it? Oh, no, they're not called that anymore. They're called sticks, are they? Let's have that. I've got netherite on. Let's have that. So we'll go. That's all those done. Right, so that's all those in. So I just need, what's that, 22 of the assembly matrix walls. Will be done. So iron bars again. 22. There we go. Right, now that should be it. So I'll stick these in. This should be all done. This one, nice and simple. Now it's come on. And it's online. Let's just check this is using the channel. It says that is using one channel, so that is working, up and running. So now we can basically just put the patterns back into here, and we can just shift click these in as well. Not unlike the other pattern providers, you can actually just shift click them all into here. So what, let's just make a mess again. Do that, and then we can just basically put all these in here. So yeah, bit of a task, but once these are all in, it's now nice and simple, and I can just fill this up with loads of other stuff, and this holds absolutely loads, and it's much faster. So actually, I can just run over my inventory like this, because anything that's not a pattern won't be able to go into here, so I can just keep going. Right, so I've got all those patterns back in there now. So if you have a look at the craftable, everything we had in there before is now available for crafting again, so that will go much better, and now I can store a lot more things and not have to worry about filling everything up. So I've also crafted up 2 5x compressed sand blocks, and I've got 9 blocks each of the vibranium and the unobtainium. So let's start with the vibranium, put that in there, and that should melt down because we've got soul lava. And if we put the 5x sand into there and pour that out onto that, that should do its thing and turn into the vibranium gear. So that's all gone out there now, that's cooling. So now we can get the unobtainium melting down. And this is taking a really long time, but hopefully this should be there fairly soon. And that sounds quite satisfying. There we go, we now have budding vibranium gear. So we can put the sand into there and do the same thing, pour the unobtainium out onto that, and we'll get the same for the unobtainium. So while we're waiting for that to do its thing, because as we now know it takes a while, let's go get this set up in here. So now we just need to decide what we're going to take out. So what we've got, probably Certus again actually, because that's still going up really fast, isn't it? Still not 5 million yet, but 4.9 million, that's a real lot. So I'm going to take out, let's do you and you. So let's start that. And then we can put the vibranium there. And these should go up automatically. These should get auto smelted, I believe. No, they're not allowed to turn into... Oh, that's annoying. They're just going straight into shards. Oh, no way. Can't you turn these into... Oh, this is not as useful as I thought. I thought these would actually be able to turn these into vibranium ingots. Or can I... Oh, do you need to... Right. Okay, that's fair enough. So you need to craft it into the blocks first. And then you can smelt those into nuggets. So you're not going to get tons out of this. Never mind. I thought each of those would be one ingot. Which, yeah, that would be overkill, wouldn't it? That'd be way too easy. So anyway, let's see how the unobtainium's doing. Alright, that's still cooling, so let's just check that that's the same recipe. I think it will be, won't it? So unobtainium geoshard, we can craft that into the block of unobtainium, and if we smelt that, we get a nugget as well. Yeah, so exactly the same. So let's grab that, and then we can put that down there. So we're not going to get loads, but it's definitely better than nothing, and it's much easier than the bees if you want to do it this way, but we've still got it coming in from the bees as well. Right, so with that all set up, I think it's time to get on with the quantum computer, isn't it, to replace these things. So I've never done this before, so I'm definitely going to be following the quest for this one, but I do have a couple of bits done. Reaction chamber, I'm already using these anyway, and we need these to craft a few things. So quantum ingredients, so these are things that I've never done. Quantum processor, I think I've got that set up, but we also need to do quantum alloy, which we get in a reaction chamber again, but we also need to do the shattered singularity. We have got singularities, we've just seen that. We've definitely got ender dust and skystone dust, so if we just do a pattern for this, we should be good. So let's do the shattered singularity, get one of those. Oh, and that uses lava as well, but yeah, that can pass it to it, can't it? That's alright, we can do that. And also in the reaction chamber, we want to do the quantum alloy. So what is quantum infusion? This is not as easy as I thought. No, I've done that wrong. So let's get that. And then what's quantum infusion? Right, so we need to put quantum infused dust and water into a reaction chamber. So let's have the pattern for that. And we also need to do the one for quantum infused dust as well. So that's just shatter singularity in this grabber. So we're definitely going to be getting through the singularities for this. Well, let's just get that. And then we'll put all these, I think all of these for the, right, so I think all of these go in the reaction chamber, don't they? So let's just put them on this next row so we know what we're doing, like that. So let's just do the shatter singularity first, make sure that's working okay. Right, there we go. And we get 2 from each of those. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get the actually, do I need to be able to store that somewhere? Let's just try the quantum infused dust first. So that should be able to do that. Right. Why is that in there? Oh, I've done it the wrong one, haven't I? Doesn't it go in goes in inscriber, doesn't it? Take that out of there. I don't think I've got any inscriber set up, so should we do it in the crusher? There we go. Let's put that in there. Right, so let's just try getting that again. There we go. Right, we now have quantum infused dust. So with this, we want to be able to get quantum infusion. So let's try that now. But it doesn't seem to let me do it on its own. So maybe I need a space to store it. But let's just try the quantum alloy first. Right, and it's going to craft that. It says it's going to craft it, so I'm not 100% if this is going to work, but let's just try it anyway. Right, so that quantum alloy is now done. So I'll take that. Yeah, that should be everything for that. Oh, the quantum process, I haven't done that yet. So have I got the pattern set up for this? No, I haven't, because I think I need the quantum alloy. So yeah, I definitely haven't done that yet. So let's get the pattern for the quantum processor. This one here, and the printed quantum circuit. So I need to do the press as well. I can do it in the circuit slicer. I can do it in the circuit slicer, so I've already done this. So I can do 9 of them from quantum alloy block. So I'll do that, and I'll get the pattern for this as well. So that's going to take some doing, isn't it? So in the assembly matrix, let's put quantum alloy block. That'll go in the circuit slicer, and then the crystal assembler will have the quantum processor. Right, so now let's try and do quantum processor. So it should make 9 of these, turn them into a block, turn it into 9 of those, and then craft one of the quantum processors. Yep, looks like it can do that. So is that doing it? It says it is, but is it? Oh, it's supposed to do 4. Why is it not doing 4? Right, so cancel that. Let's have a look at that pattern. Yeah, that's not right. That pattern's not right. Why has it done that? Put you in there. Right, oh, because I think I did the inscriber one. It should be the crystal assembler. Right, okay. Yeah, my bad. So let's put that into the crystal assembler. And now, let's try doing... If I say 1, it says it will do 4, because that's the minimum it can craft. There we go. So it's going to do the rest of these. Which, actually, it's already got those, hasn't it? So it should be able to do that pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. So we now have our quantum processors. Nice. So that's the next bit of that done. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a lot more of that to get all of these crafted. And there's also some armor from this as well, which is supposed to be really good. I've never done this. So yeah, a lot of quantum processors, quantum alloy plate. That's with nether stars and netherite ingots, which I know is expensive, but we've got all that. That's no problem. Right, so the next things are the quantum crafting unit and the quantum computer structural glass. So skystone and quartz glass, that's no problem. can set up a pattern for that. And the quantum crafting unit is again singularities, concurrent processor, and crafting unit. So I think we should have patterns for these already. So let's get the pattern set up for those two. So the quantum crafting unit, yeah, we've got the patterns for those two, and we've got the singularities. So let's do that. And the what was the other one? Quantum structural glass, wasn't it? So let's do the pattern for that. So these both crafting patterns. So let's get those in there, and we'll do. Let's just get 10 of those. So they're going to be used, are they? And 10 of those as well. Right, so that's the next bit done. And then from there, we can split off into the things that we actually need for the quantum computer. So quantum computer accelerator, and we're going to want to do a few of these. And then we also need the quantum computer storage as well. So obviously this just expands the crafting storage of the quantum core. And we also need it to craft this, the quantum computer core as well. So yeah, got a few more patterns to do. So let's keep it going and do a few more of these. So quantum computer accelerator, do a pattern for that. So that. And then what was the other one? Let's do both these actually. So the 128 and then the 256. These both crafting patterns, so I'll get these in there as well. So I don't need a lot of these. I think I do. Yeah, I've got a lot of subcrafts to do there as well. That was nice quick. So let's have that. Do one of these. Oh, quantum storage component. Okay, right. So I need to do that as well. Quantum storage component. How do you do those? And that is just a crafting recipe, isn't it? Oh, this is going to be expensive. So let's do that. That's just a craft. So let's see how long it takes to do one of these. Yeah, because we've got a lot of processors to do there. So I'm definitely going to need to keep these stocked up high. I know I keep saying that, but I never do it. Right, that wasn't too bad. So let's get a few of these because they're going to be needed. Right, so those are now done. So what was the other thing? Alright, so I'm going to have that. Oh yeah, I need to craft these from that, right? So it was two of these. Oh, what you were doing now? Yeah, these quantum processors. I think I'm going to stock up on these because they take some doing. So glad this is all auto crafting though, because imagine doing these manually. This is absolutely ridiculous. Right, I'll leave these to do its thing. Right, so we've got two of the 128 ones. So now we just need to make a 256, which... Oh, it's going to... Right, it crafts two of those. So maybe I'll just craft it from those then. So I'll stick those back in there and then we'll have to go through all that again. So let's get one of those. And this is going to be much simpler now because it's already got these to craft from. And there we go. Instantly, that's done. Okay, so I'm just worried about how many of these I'm going to actually need. Whoa, that's a lot. Right, so for the quantum computer core, that's what we're going to do now. Alright, so can we do that? Everything for that. So I'll have you in there. And that gives us the quantum computer core. That's nice and simple. What else? Now we need a multi-threader. That's more of these things. This is all madness, isn't it? Right, I'm going to do a pattern for this. I don't want to do it in the crystal assembler myself. Right, so you go in there, and then we'll stick that into the crystal assembler. We'll go in there. Right, so let's have one of these. What? I thought I had that. Oh, yeah, it's in there. Okay, let's stick all this away because it'll probably get used. All right, so let's get you going. And that's done. Nice. And all this unnecessarily large storage quantum data entangler. Right, so if I do... Oh, so I need 3 of those. That's madness, isn't it? Maybe I do need to do the patterns for these in. Right, so I do have the patterns for those. So let's do the... What's it called? Quantum data entangler. Let's do a pattern for that. I should probably do one for the core as well, shouldn't I? So let's get you. The core is just a crafting pattern. And then this is the crystal assembler, isn't it? You go in there. Right. This is going to take ages, isn't it? So yeah, there we go again. Absolute madness. Right, so while that's doing that, let's have a look what else we've got. So that's the data entangler, and then the ultimate quantum computer. 1 core, 1 multi-threader, and then I need to craft 100 of the accelerators, which that's not too bad, that one. 200 of the structural glass. Again, that's not bad at all. So yeah, this is actually possible, I think. I have no idea how to set this thing up, but we'll give it a go. Oh, you're getting on? Yeah, it's going to take a while. So once this is done, we can do those big crafts for the glass and the other one, and then hopefully you can get this thing built. Right, so there we go. Quantum data entangler done, and now it is just crafting. Right, so what's that? Oh, we've got 4 of those. That's good, because we are going to need to get another core. Right, so anyway, before we get this set up, let's do all of these things. So we need 200 of the glass. So we've got 10 there, so let's do another 190. That shouldn't take long at all. Right, so 200 of those. And it was 100 of the accelerators. Was it 100, wasn't it? So 93 of those. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more involved, so it'll take a little bit more time. How we're doing for singularities as well. Only 200 of those left, so should probably grab some more of those. Oh no, actually, these exported. None of these are imported automatically. Alright, that's good then. Alright, so there we go. There's our accelerators. So that is done. So in theory, I believe we should have everything we need now. Let's get that. So now I think we're in a position where we can actually rip all this down and start building it. The problem is though, I may need to set up something where I can craft, because I may need to craft some more things and I don't want to be doing all that myself. So I'm going to rip this down, set up one of them somewhere else just as a backup, and then we can get this thing built and hopefully get it working and rip the other one down. Right, so I now think I've got everything I need. So I've already put down the frame for this, and it's not as complicated as that one. We don't need to do separate things on the edge. So again, this is a 7x7x7 cube, and I've just left a gap on this side so we can get in, and I have another 15 blocks there to finish this off. And this is just the quantum computer structural glass. And all we need to do is basically fill it with mainly these things, and you can have one of each of these. You can have more of these, and I do have more of them, but I don't think it's worth it. And these things, you will need one each of them. So I'm going to do it the way I've seen Chosen Architect do it, because it just looks really cool. So you don't actually see any of this from the outside, but we're just going to put one in the middle. Is that the middle? No, because it's not. Really hard with glass. Let's have that. And then we're going to put one at the top as well in the middle. And then we can just do the data rectangle there. And I believe you can put these in any order. You can just put these in the corner or at the front if you prefer. But I'm not 100% on that, so that's why I'm making sure I do it this way. Quantum computer core, like that. And then we'll put the storage around the back. And now we just need to fill up the rest of the space with all these. And I should have a few spare. I've gone slightly overboard on this. I think I've got 127. I need 121 to fill this up. So we'll just stick all these in here. That shouldn't take long at all. Once I get them past this level, I can just use the stick to do this. Although we're pretty much there, are we? Right, so I'll stick you there, and we'll go on archiving. Yeah, what can I? Let's plot work like that. Yeah, so 6 spare, that's right. And now if I just go like this with this, we should be there. So that has fired up. And now that should, oh, that is such a cool looking thing though, isn't it? Yeah, this is mad. So it'll now say I only have one CPU, although I do have these 2 spare ones on the back. So let's get rid of these. I didn't actually need them for anything. So let's get rid of all this, because I don't need these anymore. I now have quantum computer, and that is such a cool looking block. I love it. Are they online? Yeah, they are. Right, so let's just try crafting something. I don't want to do any of that stuff again, because I'm not really going to need it. But let's just try doing some. If it's just crafting, it's not going to take long. But if it relies on any other machines, then it will. So let's just do some of the processors. See if that's... Let's just do 1,000 of these, because this is relying on a machine, so it's not going to be super fast. But it's pretty quick, isn't it? I think that's definitely faster. It's just waiting for these to do the thing. I do have 4 of them going at the same time, so that's not too bad. But if we're crafting and fill, let's do like the 5 times sand, because that did take a while when I did it a minute ago. So let's get one of those. See how quick that is. Yeah, look, that was just instant, basically. That took me ages to do when I was doing it with the other ones. So yeah, very happy we've got that set up, and I think for the more advanced things, this is going to be really, really useful. So and then processors done already as well. Yeah, so I've got 1,000 of those already. Nice. So I might as well let's get a few thousand of these ones as well, because I've got loads of setters. Keep those doing the thing. Right, that's great. Right, so very happy we've got those set up, and these two in combination with each other obviously make the crafting really, really fast. But I think with that, it's a good place to leave it. We've got our crafting done. This is going to set us up into the next steps, and we've got a lot more to do. We've got loads of things that we need to craft to get towards star, but I am committed to getting there. We're definitely going to get the star done in this series. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.